They never believe it'll happen. Not to them. Not with you. They walk away thinking they'll always have time. That your heart will wait. That your love will still be standing exactly where they left it. They think you'll keep trying, keep proving, keep hoping. But time doesn't pause for pride, and the truth is, nothing wakes a person up faster than seeing someone else admire what they once ignored. Psychology says the human mind doesn't fear loss. It fears replacement. And when she sees another woman want you, it's no longer just jealousy, it's realization that she was holding something rare, and now, it's no longer hers to claim. Part number 1. When comfort turns into complacency. At first, she thought your love was endless. She thought your loyalty meant permanence. She believed that no matter how much she pulled away, you'd still be there, waiting for her to decide. That's how complacency begins quietly, comfortably, almost invisibly. She stopped saying thank you. She stopped showing up emotionally. She started assuming your consistency would carry everything. But love isn't built to survive neglect. It withers when taken for granted. It fades when met with entitlement. Psychology calls it hedonic adaptation. When people grow so used to goodness, they stop noticing it. You became background noise to the life she thought she deserved, and by the time she realized what she had, the silence between you had already turned into distance. Part number 2. When you finally pulled back. The moment you stopped chasing wasn't dramatic, it was quiet, steady, calm. You didn't announce it, you just stopped over-explaining, stopped defending, stopped fighting for someone who had already stopped listening. And that silence became your power. Psychology calls this detachment response. When your nervous system finally gets tired of emotional unpredictability and chooses peace instead of chaos. She didn't understand it at first. She mistook your calm for indifference. But the truth was simple, you were finally healing. You weren't trying to punish her, you were protecting yourself. And for the first time, she could feel the energy shift, the absence, the loss of emotional control. That's when it started to hurt, because people only value your attention once it's no longer available. Part number 3. When she sees you being wanted. It happens slowly. Then all at once, she's scrolling, laughing with friends, pretending she's moved on, and then she sees someone else beside you. Maybe it's a picture, maybe it's a look, maybe it's the way another woman listens when you speak, but something inside her breaks. Her chest tightens, her thoughts spiral, and she can't explain why. Psychology calls this territorial jealousy, the instinctive reaction when the mind sees someone else receiving the affection it once owned. It's not just about missing you. It's about losing the power she once had over your emotions. Because now, another woman is smiling at you, and this time, it's genuine, peaceful, mutual. And she can feel it that this new woman doesn't have to beg for your love the way she once made you. That's the moment regret begins to whisper. Part number 4. When regret starts to surface. Regret doesn't come loud, it comes quietly like a heartbeat in the dark. She remembers the way you listened when no one else did. How you never gave up on her even when she gave up on herself. She replays the arguments, the silences, the coldness, and wonders why she treated you like that. Psychology calls this cognitive dissonance, the discomfort of realizing that her actions don't match her values. She once told herself she didn't need you, but now she can't stop missing you. She scrolls through your old texts, reads your words again, and this time, they sound different. They sound honest, patient, real. And now she knows she didn't walk away from someone who didn't care. She walked away from someone who always did. Part number 5. When her ego starts to crack. For so long, her pride told her you'd come back, that you'd chase again, that you'd always be waiting. But ego has a fragile foundation. It only stands when it feels in control. The moment she sees you laughing with someone new, calm, confident, unbothered, her ego starts to fracture. Psychology calls it narcissistic injury, the pain of losing emotional dominance over someone she believed she owned. She'll act unaffected, but inside it burns. Because now she's not the one who gets your attention, your care, your softness, and nothing hurts more than watching another woman experience the version of you she spent years overlooking. Part number 6. When she starts comparing. It's subtle at first. She notices how you've changed, how you speak differently, how you look lighter, freer. Then she starts comparing every man she meets to you. The new ones might be fun, might be charming, but they don't feel the same. They don't have your depth, your patience, your understanding. That's when she realizes she didn't outgrow you. She replaced you too soon. Psychology calls this selective nostalgia, the tendency to romanticize the past once reality fails to meet expectation. And that's what she's doing now, rewriting your story in her mind, turning the moments she once dismissed into the ones she now craves. Part number 7, when you begin to glow. Healing doesn't just change your heart, it changes your energy, your posture, your eyes. You're not chasing anyone anymore, you're attracting peace. You've found balance in solitude, strength in silence, clarity in distance. That glow, it's not from revenge, it's from recovery. Psychology calls it post-traumatic growth, when pain transforms into wisdom. She sees it now. The man she tried to control has become the man she can't reach. You're smiling again, not to prove anything, but because you finally feel free. And that peace she once mocked? Now, it's the very thing she can't stop thinking about. Part number 8, when she tries to come back. It always happens. The late-night message, the innocent, "How have you been?" The sudden nostalgia. She'll test the waters, hoping the door is still open. But what she doesn't understand is, you've changed the locks. Psychology calls this repetition compulsion, when people return to old dynamics, hoping for a different outcome. But this time, you see through it. You respond calmly, with kindness, but not attachment. Your energy is steady, your heart is guarded, your peace is non-negotiable. And that's what breaks her most. You're no longer hers to manipulate. You've become someone she can't emotionally control, and she'll feel that shift deeply, because your indifference is the closure she never expected. Part number 9, when regret becomes reflection. After the initial shock fades, reality sinks in. She starts to reflect, to replay the story, not with pride, but with pain. She begins to see herself through your eyes, to understand how her actions pushed you away. That's when regret matures into understanding. Psychology calls this self-concept reevaluation, when a person reassesses who they are after losing something meaningful. She realizes it wasn't about you being perfect, it was about you being present, consistent, real. And now she knows she wasn't ready for the love you gave, but someone else is. Part number 10. When you let go. Completely. Letting go isn't about forgetting, it's about forgiving without needing closure. It's about choosing peace even when your heart still remembers. You stop replaying the story, stop needing to be understood. Because peace isn't found in their apology, it's found in your acceptance. And when she sees that, when she sees you no longer looking back, no longer trying, no longer waiting, that's when reality hits hardest. Psychology says closure is a self-given gift. And you've finally given it to yourself. You've become untouchable, not out of pride, but because you've grown beyond her reach. And now, she's left with the echo of her own choices, watching you become the version of yourself she never believed in. Because in the end, the cruelest truth of all is simple: people don't regret losing you the moment they leave. They regret it the moment they realize someone else sees your worth more clearly than they ever did. And when she sees another woman want you, it's not envy she feels, it's awareness. Awareness that she had something real and let it slip through her hands. And that's when psychology, pride, and love all meet in one truth: she chose wrong. And now, you finally become everything she'll never have again.